Well, that's why we said that if we this summer is the best time to do that because the agendas are usually light. Good to you. Yeah. Don't everybody do it. No, no. The ones we've got are keeping us busy. Really? Congratulations. Well, we've been in communication. What we're doing here today is we're hoping to come to maybe July 22nd. We're looking at the calendars if that would work. Yeah, so we're just talking around to the districts that are in just say thanks and all that good stuff. Good. Good job. What's that? Yeah. Anyway, long story short. Amy's good. Closer to retirement that she at that time. I'm also really just concerned with and that and the people that are in positions to make a difference. Yeah. 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 So, well, I just that's which is what I said even when we were trying to go about the patients is our financial literacy is really is what happens or it's just getting started. That this is a good thing to kind of get in ground floor. And so I think that's going to be, I don't know versus how how that will play out. Like if that's similar in that's what I want to ask you. Looking at that, if that is probably a similar approach that yeah, I mean, we'll just, but like I said, that's one of the things because that's going to talk about the three departments too. Some of the positions that you're supervising, it's going to be making a difference. It's like I said, I don't think you need to look bad. It's yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll let her just get into the regular schedule here. Very good. I mean, that's never, it's unheard of. Okay. Yeah. But then once, then it opens up the doors. Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this summer edition of a school board meeting. Lightly attended, so that's okay. Hopefully we won't be in here too long tonight. We do have a quorum, and with that, I'll ask Penny if she'll lead our pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You be seated. First on the agenda tonight is our consent items for adoption and approval. First, we have the minutes from our May 19th board meeting. Then we have our financial reports. Then our surplus and obsolete items, several from the admin building, Tennessee High School, and school nutrition. Then we have our credit card payment, and this is where we waive credit card or debit card fees of the Board of Education related to school activity fees, technology use fees, fines, district donations, fundraising donations. Donors for fundraising activities will be requested to pay the processing fees voluntarily. So that's what that part is. Do I have a motion?
I move that we accept these consent items.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, Penny, if you'll call the roll.
Vice Chair Butcher,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary Darnell,
Yes.
Chair Cuddy.
Yes. Next on the agenda is comments from the public. Okay, we don't have any tonight. Well, I would like to introduce Dr. Lowe's from Ballad Health and ask him if he would step to the podium and present tonight.
Good evening. Thank you, Chairman Cuddy. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I really appreciate the opportunity to chat with you all. My name is Matthew Lose. I'm the Chief Academic Officer with Ballad Health. And as you guys are very well aware, we are starting the Ballad Health Academy this fall. And I've brought with me Dr. Morehouse here, who is our director over that program. And really tonight, well, two things. Dr. Morehouse told me the key to this presentation was to be brief, so I will be. And I wanted to provide you on your workstations there, I provided you some paperwork. I'm sure, like myself, you get asked by the public a lot, what is this academy, what's going on, what are we doing, that sort of stuff. So here are some facts and figures for you, so you can have some things to respond to that too. The other thing I just wanted to kind of point out and celebrate is if you look at page 6, this is the academy as we envision it at full capacity. So all of these different pathways, these are the things that we're building out. What you have today with the CNA and the LPN program, that's just a pilot. It's just the tip of the iceberg. And we're so excited to be able to offer those programs. We're so excited about the opportunity to give kids a career with a living wage at the age of 18 when they graduate from high school. It gives me chills just thinking about it. And so why I mentioned page 6 to you is that you can see that this is going to touch a lot of other industries and a lot of other areas, particularly with our academic partners, with our CTE programs, et cetera. It's not all patient-facing. Modern healthcare takes a whole army of people in order to make it work today. And so we're talking about everything from HVAC and plumbing and those sorts of things, through IT, through marketing, et cetera, et cetera. And so we're really excited about how this can evolve over the years. And Ballad is right here with you. I mean, we're going to be with you guys every step of the way. And then on page 7, just mention our goal at initial recruitment for this first year was about 120 students or so. We had well over 200 students take the leap with us, and this really is a leap of faith. We don't know, I mean, we know, but we haven't done yet this program. And so these kids, these parents, these teachers, these educators have taken that leap of faith with us, and we're just so appreciative of that. We have small tokens, of course, for you all there on your tables. We're working on something a little bit more substantial here toward the end of the summer, but we just really want to thank you, and that's really my whole point in coming out tonight, is to thank you all and to show appreciation for all the work that you do and the excitement we have over the academy. And I'm happy to answer any questions if you have them, but thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Is this, I've got a couple of good friends, administrators over at Sutherland East High School. Is this the program that they've sort of started with their lab that they built over there? Does that coincide with Ballard?
It does.
Okay.
Yes, Dr. Morehouse is shaking his head,
Okay,
so
perfect.
yes, it does.
Okay, great.
And it's an amazing space over there, and I think it's something that, again, as we look at as fully fleshing out the programs, whether you talk about respiratory therapy or X-ray technology or those sorts of things, labs like that are going to be really important. So.
Well, I think it's great, and I'm excited that Ballard Health is doing this, not only for our school, but for the community. We continue to see, such an increase in the love for CTE, and of course, this falls under that. And so I think it's great that we do have so many students, not only at Tennessee High School, but the surrounding high schools, that you guys can take, mentor, and then provide them with good paying jobs, and it keeps them here. Because I love Bristol, born and raised here. I never wanted to leave. I still don't want to leave. And so I think the more that we can do to offer these type of services to our students at such an early age, to get them trained, and then it's not as hard once they leave. I think it's great. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, next on our agenda is our new business, policies on first reading. First is Dr. Tudor is recommending board approval of the following policies on first reading, and this is policy 4.6, which is grading. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Penny?
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Secretary Darnell?
Yes.
Chair Cuddy?
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher?
Yes.
And then also, since we started live streaming our meetings, now I do want to let those know that we do go quick through our readings on our voting on our first reads, but we have discussed these at length at our work session last week, and so we have put in time and effort and thought into each of these policies. Next on the agenda is our consolidated application. Dr. Tudor is recommending board approval of the district consolidated application. Do I have a motion?
I make the motion to accept the consolidated application.
A second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Penny, can you call the roll?
Secretary Darnell?
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher?
Yes.
Chair Cuddy?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Next is our emergency operation plans. Dr. Tudor is recommending approval of the emergency operation plans for the following: Anderson Elementary, Avoca Elementary, Fairmount Elementary, Haynesfield Elementary, Holston View, Tennessee Middle School, Tennessee High School, Viking Academy, and Bristol, Tennessee City Schools District Plan. Safety plans and procedures were open for public comment at our last board meeting, and procedures are developed with input from the district-wide school safety team and a building-level school safety team, the Bristol, Tennessee Police Department, the Bristol, Tennessee Fire Department, Homeland Security, Sutherland County Emergency Management, and in accordance with the requirements set by the state of Tennessee. Our plans focus on crisis intervention, emergency response, and emergency management, outlining the procedures that our staff and students need to follow in case of an emergency situation. Specific details of safety plans will remain confidential in accordance with state law. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Second. Any discussion?
Yeah, as you can tell, the number of agencies involved, this is like a job one. This is so critical to what we need to do in our school system. We've got so many good partners, and I'm really proud that we have that kind of cooperation.
Yeah, I just want to add, it's such a, I think one of the neat things about Bristol is that we have, I think 3 fire departments that are very close to all of our schools. And I still go back to last year, the response that we had at Tennessee High from the police department, EMS, fire. And so I'm thankful for all those men and women, and then just the time that is spent putting this plan together to make sure that our students are safe. Penny, can you call the roll?
Chair Cuddy?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Secretary Darnell?
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher?
Yes.
Next is the CTE Perkins Reserve application. Dr. Tudor is recommending approval for fiscal year 2026 for the CTE Perkins Reserve application. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Penny?
Chair Cuddy,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher,
Yes.
Secretary Darnell.
Yes.
Next is the Summer Learning Camp application. Dr. Tudor is recommending board approval of the Summer Learning Camp application. Do I have a motion?
I move that we accept this application.
Second.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none. Penny, if you'll call the roll.
Vice Chair Butcher,
Yes.
Secretary Darnell,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Chair Cuddy.
Yes. Dr. Tudor is recommending board approval of the McKinney-Vento application for fiscal year 2026. Do I have a motion?
I move that we accept the McKinney-Vento application.
Second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Penny, if you'll call the roll.
Chair Cuddy,
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary Darnell.
Yes.
Next is Dr. Tudor's recommending board approval of the educational assistant for the deaf/hard of hearing job description. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A second.
I'll second.
Discussion.
We went into quite I really would value the discussion we had at the work session on this. This is quite a responsibility, and it's a hard to staff situation, so I'm glad that we have an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and this was new for me. This hadn't been brought up since I've been on the board of needing this requirement. But I'm thankful that we are able to do this so that any individual who has any type of disability is able to come to our schools. Penny, call the roll, please.
Chair Cuddy,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Secretary Darnell,
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher.
Yes.
Next and the last one is Dr. Tudor is recommending board approval of the Holston View Solar Pavilion donation agreement. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Again, at the work session, this wasn't really coming due yet, but because of some real generosity with a partner, it's coming due, and thrill opportunity for us to do this.
Yeah, this is a neat opportunity for us. So this agreement was supposed to go, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, but it was supposed to go about another 4 or 5 years. And so the owner of this pavilion wants to go ahead and donate that to us. And so we will take over responsibility of this. And if it comes to a point that it doesn't work anymore and it costs way too much money to fix, we'll just leave it as a pavilion because Holston View uses that pavilion for their classes. But as long as it's working, it's a nice credit that we receive each month for the electricity that it does produce and puts back into the power grid. So we will get a monthly credit or stipend for the electricity that it produces. So this is a really nice gift. Totally came out of left field. We weren't quite thinking that would be here yet, but I'm very thankful for that family. Penny, if you call the roll.
Chair Cuddy,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Vice Chair Butcher,
Yes.
Secretary Darnell.
Yes.
Okay, next is our report from Dr. Tudor.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to try to be brief. I was also told to be quick. I want to thank Ballad Health for their partnership, but also want to recognize Deidre Penley. She was very instrumental, obviously, in working through that. And not that I'm, competitive or anything, but we do have the most students signed up, if you happen to not notice the pie chart. So, but with that comes a lot of work, signing 56, gosh, they were middle schoolers and high schoolers up for this pathway. But again, another opportunity for changing lives in our school district and for our community, as you noted. So great opportunities for kids. So we're excited about that and hope that that continues to expand and flourish over the years that they have that grant. So I'd like to recognize Melissa Woods. Ms. Woods, thank you for being here and supporting us. We appreciate your expertise in helping us with our endeavor to have a board of distinction. So thank you for being here. Congratulations to Chase Wolfenbarger. She is a 3-time state triple jump champion. So I think she competed in that before we had our last meeting. So after we had our last meeting. So I wanted to share that with you all. And just a couple of updates. Most of the people in the room are aware of this already, but summer school started last week. Locations at Fairmount, Tennessee Middle School, and Tennessee High School. I think I said 500, but I think we've got somewhere between 400 and 500 students participating at all grade levels, which is great. Free meals every Thursday in June through July 10th at Avoca Elementary from 3 to 6 p.m. Thank you, Mr. Butcher and Ms. Henson, who actually attended the distribution last week and jumped in and helped and saw how hard our school nutrition staff works in distributing those meals and how many families come out for that opportunity. It's a big deal, so thank you for being there, and glad that we can offer that service in our school district. Also, the book bus is back this summer in partnership with the Bristol Public Library. Students who go to that book bus get to pick out whatever book and keep it for their home library. They don't have to return it. So dates and locations are on our website, and they don't need a library card for that. Just show up. And then I'm going so fast because we have a really exciting opportunity this evening to experience the tire flip on State Street at 7 o'clock. First time that the city is blocking off State Street for us, and we'll compete with Tennessee High School against Virginia High School down from State. I guess they run from the sign down to Sessions and flip the tire back up the street, and so that's going to be exciting. It's sunny at the moment. I hope that the weather holds out for that opportunity. So excited about that. And thank you for everybody who had a hand in making that happen. That's all I have.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is comments from City Council, Ray.
Gosh, if only our meetings could be that fast. Make it quick so everybody can go flip a tire. But I'll just say, after our last meeting, I was very discouraged and had a moment where I just thought, I don't know, if I can keep doing this. The next morning I woke up and I said, I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And someone very gracious reached out to me and sent me some very kind words. And I thought then, okay, if we can just keep communicating, we can still work together. So I have talked to anyone I know in this room, I've spoken to you on the phone. And I appreciate y'all taking my calls. But I just want to say one thing, and I'm not directing to anyone in this room because I've spoken to just about all of you that I know. Our kids are watching this. There's been a Facebook slaughter going on. Our kids are watching. We teach the kids in schools anti-bullying, don't bully, use kind words. Social media is the devil, but yet our leaders are on there and they're not thinking sometimes. Just count to 5 before you post something. Just realize that, parents are talking about it. Parents are talking about it with their kids, and we can't expect the kids to listen to our advice if we don't take it ourselves. So I just want to encourage, if you've got a city council member, someone that you can't talk to, find one that you can. Find a solution. Don't be part of the problem. And with that, I would just like to see just a little bit more kindness. We're all spewing hate, and if we could all use a little more kindness right now. And that's all I have to say. Do y'all have any questions for me?
Thank you. All right, comments from the board?
Always thank Deidre for all she does. I just think we've come such a long way with CTE, and without your guidance, I don't know if we'd be there. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Like a shout out again, Dr. Tudor already mentioned at Boca for the passing out of the food. It went for an hour just nonstop. They're so organized and they're so strong and they work so hard, and you can't imagine. There's every kind of vehicle you can. Anybody can use some assistance anymore with food, and they do such a good job. We even had our first ever tractor came, and they were very impressed with that. So Kate got out of work just in time to pass by and get his food on his tractor. So that was good. That's cool.
That's good.
I would kind of echo what Debbie had said, and it kind of blows my mind every time I hear something different that CTE school's doing. Like when you think about it, or at least when I thought about it before having this position, I had other things in mind, and then it just keeps coming and keeps coming. I think it's monthly I find out something new that the CTE school's doing. So I'm really impressed with everything you're doing.
Okay. Next board meeting is July 21st, 2025 at 6 p.m. And with that, we're adjourned. We'll see you next time. I didn't.